Very little is known about the community in India that came under the radar for their rich weaving traditions and its historical intersections with the Shahtoosh trade. Additionally, never has a story been told through journalistic cooperation from across our borders. And so, for this piece, a small team set out to find different strands of the trade across Asia and connected the dots to find how this banned product found its way out to the world. Hello, Asian Dispatch readers.
Hello, Asian Dispatch readers.
My name is Pallavi Pundir.
My name is Hashim Ahmad Hakeem. I'm one of the lead reporters for Behind the Shadows, the Shahtoosh Story.
In the modern day world, Shahtoosh has become a symbol of social status, once exclusively reserved only for the 1%ers. But our story found how the black market is actually enabling mass consumption of this fabric by selling mixed Shahtoosh or even dubious material that might not even be Shahtoosh.
I was excited to report on this story because as a kid, from Kashmir, I was excited, about shawls, and this story actually helped me to dive into the industry of shawls. The challenges with this story were, first, we were shooting around festival times, so to get sources on camera, their time, it was little dicey. I remember I contacted one of the sources and the interview was set up, and suddenly he was not comfortable in sharing the story. But luckily, we got one more source in the same vicinity, so we were able to get the information from him.
Perhaps the most interesting part of reporting this story was to dig deeper into the rich heritage of weaving in Kashmir, especially of the Shahtoosh wool. We went through historical and wildlife records and met former Shahtoosh weavers to find out how kings and emperors wore this luxury fabric and even tried to gatekeep it because of how exceptional the material was. In fact, Shahtoosh weaving merits a whole new story because when it was banned, we lost a distinct form of weaving culture that can exist only with that kind of wool. However, this is a complex thread that involves opposing views from wildlife conservationists and local communities who claim that they source Shahtoosh wool through non-violent means.
What I took away from this was the perspective from the artisan community who was working in this craft. And after they were not able to do that, they had to settle for some other jobs, manual labor in some cases.
Reporting the story made me realize that looking at Shahtoosh trade makes more sense if authorities too join hands in combating this trade. After all, transcontinental unorganized crimes rarely solve themselves unless nations work together and mend diplomatic barriers to serve the public and our fragile wildlife ecosystem.